Welcome into KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Come to you live from Kearns High School as the Kearns Cougar welcome in a familiar foe in the Murray Spartans. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Excited to bring you this game tonight. As we'll start with the visiting Murray Spartans, 5-1 the start for Murray. Boy, they have been super impressive. Have had nice wins. Their only loss coming against a really talented Riverton squad, but this Murray group scoring a lot of points. And Coach Workman, he's had to replace a lot of scoring talent, including Chewy Anosike, not here anymore, but boy, they have found options to get that going. Quentin Chrisman and Isaiah Bay, each averaging 13 points a game. And then you had Trace Wilson with 11, Deacon Poole 8, Whitlock with 7 and 5. It's a very balanced lineup for Murray, and one where, boy, bit of a different offense, but boy, they are moving the basketball. They're scoring at will. They're dropping 70 almost on a nightly basis. It's a good-looking start for the Murray Spartans. Meanwhile, they come on the road, taking on Kearns. Coach Dan Cosby trying to get Kearns back competing for region championships. Tough start for Kearns, 2-6 out of the gates, but this is a group that does not have a ton of varsity experience. They're getting experience as the season wears on. Guys we'll talk about tonight, Darren Detvangza, the junior, one of their top scorers, 10 points per game. Mauricio Lemus, 10 points per game as well, and Quan averaging 11. They have guys who can score. It's about that consistency and finding their flow offensively. We'll see if they can do that tonight against a really good Murray squad. Kearns in the home white uniforms and Murray in the road black and orange. Want to let you know the clock you see on your screen, unofficial. At times we start it early, stop it late, that sort of thing to keep it trued up with the official clock here in the building. Here's Darren. We talked about him in the open. As coming near side, this is, well, Braxton England lost it. Really good shooter for Kearns. As working inside, that one lost going up, and the first points of the game heading to the Spartans, as that was Cade Whitlock scoring that first bucket. You see the pressure here by Murray. This is something that we're used to seeing Kearns apply. Now they have to deal with it. Coming up the floor, trying to set up that offense. Nice drive here, a little jump stop in the paint, just short on the shot there by Jensen. Kept a little pull up, there you go. Said Jensen, my bad, that's Quang with the bucket. Looked at the wrong roster, my apologies there. Little look inside, that shot won't go. Rebounded by Kearns. Looking inside, Quang again. Couple good looks inside for the big man. 4 early points here for the 6'5" senior. Here's Deacon Poole, a senior, one of the returners from last year's squad, as Wilson gave it back to him. Work inside in the block, sent back out. Poole, the drive down the lane, too strong, and the rebound secured there by Lemus. England works it back. Darren thought about it. A little baseline. Oh, good block. Trace Wilson able to make the defensive play there. Poole had it knocked away, kept it, kicks to the corner. 3 on the way. No, won't go there for Chrisman. Offensive rebound, that's short, and England here securing it. Murray, tough start here for the Spartans. And we've got a traveling violation. Kearns will give it up. Talking with Coach Workman before the game, he said, look, I like our shot selection. Confident that as the season wears on, they'll see some of those shooting percentages go up. But you can see that they're good with the ball movement. A lot of action going on, both with and without the basketball. Speaking of, there you go, and left it just short of the rim. Boy, Isaiah Bay would love to have that one back. Other end, Quang, oh my goodness. How do you get that shot up? What a highlight there for Quang on the finish. And we've got a foul here away from the basketball. This is going to go on the big man. He kind of came out into the body there of Bay. Will be the first team foul and the first personal here on Quang. Just over 5 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Good start for the home Kearns Cougars. Coach Cosby having a little conversation with the official. Some body there before that ball was thrown in, and Cosby discussing with the official. 3 here from Bay. That's strong. Offensive board, the putback. Boy, that backside so important to close down as Whitlock getting his second field goal of the game. All 4 points coming from Cade in this one in the early going for Murray. As you see, the Spartans continue to put on that pressure. A lot easier to apply after a made bucket. Here's Lemus with it. Trying to work off that high screen. Gives it back. AJ, the 3. Ooh, yeah, that was just off the mark. And rebounded by Bay. Pull across the timeline. Working inside. Coming off that screen, sends out. 3 on the way. Big time triple. Hit by Trace Wilson. One of their better 3-point shooters on the season. Darren works this back with England. He'll dribble it up top. Four minutes to go here, opening quarter. Inside, AJ, on a foul as Poole was coming there to try to contest it. And be the first personal here on Deacon. First team foul on Murray. Kearns to inbound, that one deflected out. We'll get a substitution. Caden Stark, the junior, checking in here for Kearns. And now for Murray, a couple substitutions. Austin Patterson coming on the floor. So does Matias Romaldo. Our clock just a touch ahead, so we're just letting it game clock catch up to ours. Here's England, extended 3 off the back of the rim, and the clear to Murray. Chrisman, oh, what a drive. Quentin Chrisman with his first points tonight. Sent out 3 from Lemus. Big answer there for Kearns to tie it up. Other side, Murray can't get that 3 to go. And a rebound from the reinforcement, Stark. Ooh, dangerous pass. Poole with the interception and the hard foul on the other end of the floor. We'll send Trace Wilson here to the free throw line. As Lemus being called here for the personal. It's been one of the Achilles heels for Kearns, the turnover bug. And you see that's a dangerous skip pass against some of the length and athleticism that Murray has. Coach Workman was asking whether that should be deemed more intentional. Was asking if there was a play on the ball. I thought there was a play on the ball, certainly in the air, a lot of contact there. Don't know if that's the conversation here from the officials. The first free throw there from Wilson, no good. He's got one more. Splits the trip, gives Murray the lead back. Kearns up the floor quickly. Working inside, that defense collapsing down, and Murray coming up with a steal. That was Poole, able to knock it away. Open 3 now, Chrisman, those feet jumped. You know the old saying, guilty feet have got no rhythm. I didn't write it, didn't sing it, but I listened to it in the minivan growing up. Who didn't need a little George Michael in the 80s, eh? Kearns basketball. England, quick three. Boy, that was on target, just strong, deflected out. It'll go to Murray. And a timeout here taken by Kearns. Timeout, Cougars. And we got a 10-9 ball game. Advantage Murray. You're watching the first quarter of KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Looking back, KSL Sports Rewind is presented by Heidemann and Associates. If you have any legal needs, check out the experts at Heidemann and Associates, a full-service law firm with locations throughout the state of Utah. Visit utah.law to find the law office nearest you. Murray basketball leading here by 1, first quarter. As we approach 2 to go here, Crispin little step back, and that gathered by Darren Devongza. Failed to mention this young man, Ivan Kafusi. Tough turnaround. That was off the front of the rim. Murray now on the run. Crispin pushing the floor here. Here's Caden Nelson, who came on at that last whistle. Could not hit the shot. Offensive board by Patterson. Another three there for Murray. That won't go, as the look there from Romualdo. This 1-3-1 defense Murray's put on. England thought about it. That's where if you can get that top defender moving, you can get some numbers. 3 from Lemus, that one long. Backside, and there you go. Nice putback there from Stark as he gives the lead back here to Kearns. 1-3-1, you can get those wings, that baseline, get good looks against it. Poole works to the corner. Crispin for 3. That won't go. Long rebound. Kearns on the run. Here comes Darren. End to end. Floats it up. Won't go. And rebounded there by Crispin and Murray. Spartans on the run now. Nelson. As we're inside of the final minute of this opening quarter. A little drive here by Poole. Defense collapsing down. Going to be called for the foul. And this is going to be Kafusi, I believe. No, sorry, my bad. They called on Lemus, and that's going to be his second, I believe. Indeed it is. And a timeout taken here by Murray. 30 seconds to go. Timeout, Coach Workman. Welcome back, Murray basketball baseline. Corner 3, that won't go. Shot clock turned off here for these final 30 seconds. Whoop, little clock issue, our apologies, as that was knocked out. We're going to let our clock catch up. There's 24 seconds to go here. Terminated, now needs some help. Here's Darren, hasn't scored in this first quarter, works inside, back out. Darren will try the 3 off the back of the rim, and a loose ball foul here going to go against Murray. As this is going to go on Nelson. Murray had the opportunity to get the clear. Instead, Kearns will inbound here baseline with 10 to go. Got to get it in. Got to get it in. Darren near the half-court line. Gives it to Quang. AJ for 3 off the mark, and that will do it. First quarter in the books. Kearns holds an 11-10 lead after 1. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week, presented by Heidemann Associates on KSLSports.com. Start of the second quarter. Kearns basketball leading by 1. Benson works into the corner. Stark, that was Stark dribbling out. Shot clock, plenty of time on it. They look for AJ. Quang able to keep that alive here. Needing help, Benson works to the corner. Shot clock inside of 10. Shot clock down to 2. Got to put it up. Benson will. And an offensive foul that will not count. Benson was able to get the look, but the contact there will take away the bucket. And Murray using that defense. That's a nice start for that Spartan D on the possession. Chrisman pops out. 3 on the way. That rimmed out, batted out. Murray keeping it. Chrisman able to track that down. Bay into the corner. And a foul here on the attempt by Poole. As Deacon Poole, aggressive, will head to the line here. A foul called on Cervantes. His first team foul on Kearns in this second quarter. Is 2 free throws coming up here for Deacon Poole. Ties it up. Makes them both. Darren for 3. That rimmed out, batted around. Devonza tried to keep it alive. Could not, as Romualdo able to secure it. Poole, another drive handed off to Bay at the rim. Oh, that wouldn't go. Rims out for Isaiah. Second opportunity. Got a nice piece on that by Stark, and now he's got it coming away with it. 3 on 2. As Stark here will pull it back out here for the Cougars. Darren extra pass into the corner, now baseline, and that knocked away from behind. Couldn't tell if Poole got it or not. Other end of the floor, a little spin around, wouldn't go. AJ now trying to push it here for Kearns. Floats it up too strong. Murray to Bay. England is back. Bay, there you go. Able to get that one to go down. I think the first field goal tonight for Isaiah as Murray back to a 3-point lead. Stark skips across. Free throw line, AJ trying to attack. First attempt wouldn't go, loose ball, and Murray coming away with it as Kearns couldn't corral it. Chrisman, other end of the floor. This is before the shot. That will not count. A foul here called on the floor. As this will go on Devonza. Substitution for Kearns, Isaiah Cruz coming on the floor, as does Parker Johnson. Meanwhile, Austin Patterson checking back in here for Murray. Quick 3 off the baseline, inbound. That one drilled by Trace Wilson, his second 3 tonight. AJ gives to Darren. Hands off, Cruz. AJ, high post, turn around, won't go. And that rebound brought in by Romualdo. Right now, Murray having great success at the glass. Kick to the corner, 3. Hit by Austin Patterson, and a timeout as Murray's opened their largest lead of the game, 20-11. The Spartans pushing it up here in the second quarter. Kearns basketball. See what they have coming out of the timeout. Murray backing off that pressure. 1-3-1's been effective. Will they stay in it here? And there's a foul called up top there on Poole. A second on Deacon. Here's England. Pressure coming over again. Boy, had a guy baseline, couldn't get it to him, and now an offensive foul called on Cruz. So Murray basketball is the third team foul on Kearns there, the first on Isaiah. been a 10-0 run in this second quarter for the Spartans. Whitlock giving that. Wilson back out with Chrisman. He'll pull for three. Straight away, Quentin Chrisman able to hit the three. Up to 5. And that looking inside for Quang. Turned over. A substitution here for Kearns. Caden Stark coming back on the floor. That pass just a touch beyond, but Cruz couldn't keep it. And Murray will have the inbound here, sideline. Bay coming back on the floor here for Wilson. Been a strong game for Trace Wilson, the junior, unofficially with 7 points to lead the way here for Murray. And we've got discussion here at the table. Here's Chrisman. Works over with Volmer, now back up top. Whitlock able to secure it as he was working up from those baseline off-ball screens. 3 on the way, Patterson. And now Murray has found their range. The fourth made 3 in this second quarter, the second for Patterson. Quang, little pull up there from 15, able to hit. And those are the first Kearns points of this second quarter. Ends what was a 16-0 Murray run. Here's Bay looking to attack. Quang does a nice job staying with him. That help trying to get out. That 3 off the mark. Now Stark pushing it for the Cougars. Stark hanging. There you go. Nice finish there on the fast break for Stark. That's a quick pull up from Chrisman. Won't go. Bay able to keep it alive here for Murray. Trying to work on Quang. Well, that's a nice soft touch by the big man. Isaiah Bay, saw him in the top 50. 6'4" sophomore. He's got several more years here for Murray. Can be a key piece of the future here. Oh, given right back to Cruz. And Cruz drawing the contact. Isaiah here will work to the line. Just over 2 to play here in the second quarter. And a pair of free throws coming up for the 6' junior Isaiah Cruz. Substitutions coming in here for Murray after this first attempt. As Cruz good on the first. Lemus coming back on the floor. Kafusi as well. Back on here for Kearns. Meanwhile, Deacon Poole checking back in here for Sparta. Cruz makes them both. Kicked out. Bay will try the 3. That shot off the mark. Tipped up. Second opportunity. Short again. Ball bouncing around. Whitlock able to find Bay. That shot won't go. And a foul here, the loose ball foul, going to go against Murray. That'll be their third team foul. It'll be Kearns basketball as Nelson picking up his second. Kearns gets a bucket here. They can get back to single digits. As Caden Nelson coming back on the floor here. Could go a long way towards helping set up this second half for Kearns. As they try to put on a home comeback here. In the corner, trapped. Nowhere to go. That ball thrown out. Officials asking if it's deflected. No, it will be Murray basketball. A 1-3-1 trap has been strong for Murray tonight. Oh, nice job coming off. That was Whitlock. We've seen Kearns try to be aggressive on the closeouts to that corner. You can do that before that defense set. Whitlock able to roll right off and get the uncontested finish. Here's Cruz. Devongza working to the corner. 3 on the way off the back of the rim. Stark trying to fight for it. Coming away with it was Patterson. Inside of the final minute of this first half. Spin around. Good defense by Lemus. Offensive board keeping it here. That was Vollmer keeping it alive. Inside. Whitlock again, but too strong. Devongza. Into the corner, right back to Cruz. Got to move this quickly. Kafusi gives with Darren. Over to Cruz, now the corner. Lemus, the 3, no, short. Offensive board. Kafusi with it. Shot clock turned off and fouled as Ivan going back up with it strong, drawing the contact. Will head to the line here for the Cougars. This foul called on Patterson. His first. Two free throws here for Ivan. 6'5" senior. That one was strong. Substitutions on each side. Blake Vega-Chan coming on the floor here for Murray. And Isaac Cervantes back on the floor here for Kearns. One more here for Kafusi. In the corner, working inside, and that one lost out. Kearns basketball. Rolled here for Darren. He'll scoop up. 7 seconds left. Well, down to 4. Darren pulls for 3. Won't go, and that'll do it. First half in the books. Kearns trailing after Murray goes on a 16-0 run to start the second half. And the Spartans with a 30-18 lead at the break. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week presented by Heidemann. Welcome back. Start of the second half. Dane Stewart here with you. 30-18, the advantage for Murray. It was a 20-7 second quarter. And Murray hitting 4 threes in that frame. 1 from Chrisman, 1 from Wilson, 2 from Patterson. As Murray was strong on the glass, strong from the floor. And they've got the double-digit lead here heading to this second half. It'll be Murray basketball. We'll go through the unofficial scoring at the break. As soon as this is thrown in, it is to Bay. As the attack there fouled right out of the gates. And good take there by Poole. He's been aggressive tonight as Lemus picking up the foul. Unofficial scoring leaders for the night: 7 for Trace Wilson for Murray, 6 for Patterson and Whitlock apiece. 5 for Quentin Chrisman, 4 for Bay, 2 for Poole. That's all unofficial. Meanwhile, for Kearns, leading scorer is A.J. Quang, has 8. In fact, leading all scorers tonight, Quang. And then other scorers for Kearns: Stark with 4, Lemus 3, Cruz with 2, and 1 for Kafusi. Second free throw here for Poole is good. Quick substitution here for Kearns is Caden Stark will come back on the floor. Here's Quang. Inside, AJ kicking out. Darren hasn't been able to get his offense going tonight. Stark takes a little contact. That rims out. Oh, nice find inside. Whitlock rolling off that screen, able to score it. And Murray able to come up with a turnover. You know, it's always nice to see a Penguin survive a storm, right? Just a random thought for you. A little pull up here from Whitlock won't go. Bay offensive board strong on the second attempt and then lost out. It will go back here to Kearns. If you know, you know. If you don't, you should get in the know. 6:45 to go here in the third. England. Boy, Murray really extending that defense. Have all game. Quang, another impressive job. Hanging in the air long enough to get that shot away. Second time he's done that tonight as he's into double figures. 10 now for AJ. Pull up here from 10, short. Chrisman getting the offensive board ripped away by Stark. Here's Darren. Quang on the block. AJ turning around, soft touch. Back-to-back buckets for the big man. Kearns down by 11. This has been the closest they've been since the early part of that second quarter. Pull up here from the free throw line short. Darren there with it. Looking for help and has it. And Devong's averaging 10 a game, still has yet to score tonight. Again, Murray's extended that defense. They've really taken away a lot on the exterior from Kearns offensively. It's why their guards have not been able to have their average offensive nights. But if they can find that, boy, Kearns starting to find some stops defensively, can certainly look to get back in this game. Shot clock inside of 10. Running out an offensive foul. Yeah, you could see that, AJ. That's a nice job inside by Poole. Trying to be very aggressive, and with that shot clock dwindling down, Darren looking for that post entry. AJ just being too physical there in the block. And the official there right in front of him able to call it, and it's back to Murray. Whitlock near side. Poole trying to drive here on Stark. Running out of room. Stark got a touch on it, but kept by Whitlock. Chrisman taking a bump. Strong drive by Quentin Chrisman. Into the corner, Stark lets the defender fly. Right back to AJ. Oh, left it short. Boy, AJ's been strong from that position tonight, but that time not quite enough on it. Missed opportunity there for Kearns. Oh, looking inside there for Trace. Miscommunication as Murray turns it over. Substitutions here for Kearns. Benson back on the floor and Kafusi back on the floor. Here's England. And that one out of bounds off the leg there of Wilson. Substitution for Murray. Nelson checking back in here. England will trigger this. Here's Kafusi. Boy, triple teamed, able to work out. And the shot clock expires. Boy, too bad. Darren was finally able to get an open look and would have hit it. But Kearns couldn't get the look off in time as Cruz will come back on the floor here. Whitlock able to secure that through traffic. Corner three, strong. Cruz trying to tap out, but finds his way to Bay. Isaiah inside to Whitlock. Boy, impressive night for Cade Whitlock. He's now in double figures. And this one taken away by Chrisman. Now, extended 1-3-1, doing what it's meant to do, generating a free possession that Quinton's able to capitalize on. 17-point difference. Here's England. Gives to Cruz. He'll pull up from 15. Nice, confident jumper there from Isaiah Cruz. Chrisman. Bay trying to drive. Kicks to the corner. Whitlock hanging. Too strong. Tapped up and corralled there by Cervantes for Kearns. Quang ready to come back on at the next whistle. Cruz in the corner, wanted to work back out. That length of Bay, able to deflect it out of play. Quang on the floor, meanwhile for Murray. Romualdo back on the floor and Patterson back on the floor. Back to the inbounder, Cruz, the three, strong. Offensive rebound brought down by Benson. And a foul going to be called here, as this will go on Patterson. First team foul on Murray in this third quarter. Inbound for AJ, couldn't handle it. Romualdo works back up. Chrisman, the three, that rimmed out. And it will go back here to Kearns. Substitution for Kearns. Caden Stark checking back in. England. Working to Cruz. Well, you see Chrisman coming all the way out there. Here's AJ. Little spin move. Works out. Benson, the three. So important to be able to hit those threes when that defense collapses down. Benson does. And I think just the second made three tonight for Kearns coming right there. Team that actually shot the three ball well this year. Chrisman with the answer for Murray as he nets the three. Second three today for Chrisman. Kearns as a group 32% beyond the arc coming into the year. AJ pull up going off the glass. Boy, been one of his better offensive nights. He's got 14. Three on the other end. Off the back of the rim. And that one left for Chrisman. Denied by Quang. And then out of play off Kearns. It'll stay here. A nice rim protection there from Quang. As we're inside of a minute to go here in this third quarter, 42-29. Poole sends out three from Vollmer. And it's been one of the better three-point shooting nights for Murray on the season. As here come the Spartans. AJ triple teamed and fouled. As this foul called on Patterson, his third. And a substitution here for Kearns as Parker Johnson will check back in here. Quang trying to get it to the corner, deflected out. 20 seconds left. Substitution now for Murray is Vega Chand back on the floor. Three from Kearns. Bench scoring. Parker Johnson able to hit the triple. 10 seconds to go here in the quarter. Oh, stolen by Cruz. Has time. Isaiah. And fouled on the take. And now Isaiah Cruz will head to the line to shoot a pair with 1.4 seconds left. Romualdo being called here for his first personal. Well, that's nice defense there by Cruz. Big free throws here for the young man. I believe he made 2 in the second quarter. If memory serves, he makes 1 there. Kearns hanging around here. 1 more for Cruz. 1 second left on the game clock here in the third. Rimmed out, and that will do it. Third quarter expires 45-33. Both teams even scoring in the third. Still a 12-point lead for Murray. As we head to the fourth and final quarter, when we come back, start of the fourth quarter, 12-point difference, and a foul here on the inbound. Darren picking it up. Be his second. Tough way to start the fourth quarter for the home side. Feel like they were maybe getting some footing. Another turnover is right to the rim. Good take there from Deacon Poole, who's been aggressive all night long. The effort he's displayed probably won't be reflected in the box score, but man, he has been a great initiator tonight for Murray, as he'll be called for the foul here. As this will be, I believe, the third on Darren, or on Deacon. And Cruz working back to the line here. First free throw for Cruz. The substitutions for both sides. Chrisman back on the floor for Murray. Lemus back on the floor here for Kearns. Cruz hitting them both. The drive, too strong. Second opportunity won't go. And now AJ on the run. Murray trying to race back. AJ hanging and hitting. It's cut to 10, and we've got a delay of game warning, I believe. Yep. That bucket will stay, as AJ up to 16 now, but the next one will be technical. 10-point difference. Pressure there from Kearns up high. Here's Chrisman. Been strong tonight, unofficially 12 for Quinton. Back to Q. Chrisman trying to drive on Cruz. And this one deflected. Darren now trying to initiate the run out. Terminated. Working back to Cruz, fouled here instead by Chrisman. And this will be, I believe, the first on Q. Second team foul on Murray as Bay checking back in here. Our clock just a touch ahead, but got 6:40 to go here in regulation. We're just going to let it catch up. Darren working back with AJ. AJ's been so strong tonight for Kearns. Tough pull around from 8. And Quang right now trying to put Kearns on his back. He's got 18 to lead the way for the Cougars, and it's cut to 8. The 3. Oh, goodness. Vollmer hitting his second 3 of this second half. Pushes it back to 11. We failed to mention this in the opener. Kearns, both their wins, they've scored over 55 points tonight. They got a lot of work to do to get there. And that might have to be the number with the way that Murray's been scoring as the Cougars give that one up. I like the idea coming off that screen, but just a touch tall for AJ as Cade Whitlock will check back in here for Murray. Got to get stops. Inside, Whitlock sends out Vollmer again. That was strong. AJ with the board, trying to run the floor here and push it. It's been a 15-point differential from beyond the arc tonight in favor of Murray. Hitting the 8 threes, Kearns with just 3 of them. Here's Cruz, and we've got a timeout taken by Kearns. Timeout. Coach Cosby, full timeout. So we'll step aside. Timeout. We'll be back. Kearns basketball. Here's Darren. Still scoreless tonight, and a foul inside going to go here on Bay. That'll be the 3rd team foul on Murray. Just one more to give here for the Spartans. AJ will pull baseline, strong. A rebound brought down by Wilson. Poole. Chrisman kicks out. Deacon at 3 off the mark. Kept here thanks to Whitlock. Second opportunity. Wilson able to score it. Nice little J there for Trace Wilson as he's approaching double figures tonight. Darren trying to work out Whitlock with the deflection. Can't save it. Good hustle there from Murray defensively. By the way, this is a good jersey matchup tonight, isn't it? Murray, you gotta love the script across the chest, and Kearns, love the clean white look. The Cougars, the green and gold trim. 2 dialed in uniform combinations. I helped with one of them. Just fun fact. Murray to inbound here, baseline. Here's Bay. Chrisman will pull from 15, no. And a loose ball foul here going to go on Isaiah. And that is the last foul to give. So Kearns will be shooting free throws the rest of the way here. As they'll make substitution. Benson coming back on the floor here. And looks like Cruz will check back in as well for Kearns. Giving to AJ. His strong night continues. That's all started by the drive there of Lemus. Past the midway point here in the 4th quarter. 11-point difference. Baseline drive sent out. Bay from the corner. No. Rebounded by AJ. And that one deflected away by Whitlock. Chrisman. The high shot off the glass won't go. Batted around. Trying to be kept here by Benson, but it's Chrisman able to get a deflection. Working in. Benson able to win it back. 2-on-1. Now 3-on-1. Lemus attacking. Nearly got it to go. We'll head to the line here. Is, I believe, Poole going to be called for the foul? Yes, he will be. Fourth personal foul on Deacon Poole. There's 2 free throws here for Lemus. Hit a 3 in the early going. That free throw rims out. Oh for 2 on the trip. Poole working with Bay. Pull up from the free throw line. Isaiah Bay. Here's Cruz. Working up with England. Back to Isaiah. Baseline. No. Tapped out. Kept alive here. England able to find his way to Cruz somehow. Now Braxton from the corner for 3. And an immediate timeout taken by Kearns. 2.5 to go. No, sorry. I thought it was a timeout because I heard the whistle as I was going down to adjust the score, but a foul called here instead. It's the first triple tonight for Braxton England. And so 2 free throws now for AJ. An opportunity for a 5-point possession, and that is the 5th foul on Poole. So just like that, a pair of free throws can get it back to an 8-point difference. Substitution. Devongza back on the floor here for Kearns. One for 2. Rebounded by Bay. Possession starting to run short for the Cougars. Wilson. Over with Patterson, now in. Isaiah Bay working the block. Turnaround on AJ, won't go. Cruz with the board. Here's Darren as we approach 2 minutes to go. 3 from Lemus. Strong on the look. And AJ here going up to corral that rebound. And they call the loose ball foul here on Murray. That's Patterson, who is in danger of undercutting AJ. I think that's a player safety call in that moment. So Quang going back to the line here to shoot 2 more. Went 1 for 2 just a moment ago. And a chance to get this a 2-possession ball game. Just inside of 2 minutes to play, Quang making the first. 2 possession.
Dartmouth County math.
You can tell I've been hanging around Dusty too much. Quang makes them both. England trying to be aggressive. 23 unofficially for AJ Quang tonight for Kearns. Can their defense get the stops they need? Remember that magic number for Kearns? 55. Here's Bay looking in. Whitlock. Oh, beautiful play. And a timeout taken. What a crafty look. Bay able to find Whitlock to push it back to 9. Timeout. We'll be back with the final 90 seconds. 90 seconds to go. Murray out of team fouls. Kearns is shooting 2 the rest of the way. Just 1 team foul for Kearns, so they could be super aggressive here as they try to force extra possessions. They will have it on offense, so that doesn't play in quite yet. Darren, oh boy, thought he might have drugged that. No call. England back over with Devongza. Here's Lemus. Precious seconds ticking away. Isaiah will pull that shot up, won't go. Loose ball. Bay comes away with it. Up ahead with Chrisman. Extra pass. Wilson looking to send that out, and it's intercepted. Running out of room, and it's taken back. Cruz now on it. And boy, we've got a player down. This is Devongza down, trying to stretch out that calf. He's been rubbing that tonight. There's a whistle here, a stoppage with a minute left to go. Boy, you talk about sporadic and frantic. A ball up and down the floor, trying to be saved left, right, all over the place. And Kearns nearly had the opportunity to come ahead. Get a look, but boy, that last possession, that Murray D was dialed in. Kearns was trying to find that open look, and really they've been strong tonight. You talk about, again, a Kearns team that has good shooters on it. They've only made the 4 threes tonight, as you see Darren up. Certainly trying to let that cramp continue to work out. I don't know if people have seen this video. I hadn't seen it until this week. I eat bananas. You haven't seen that? All right. There's a soccer player who talks about his magic is just he eats a lot of bananas. He eats bananas. I'm not suggesting that. I just, pop culture and all. Here's AJ. Too strong on that look. Bay with the board, and Bay is fouled. AJ's had an impressive night. I've got him unofficially with 23 points to lead the way for Kearns. But you see Bay being strong there defensively and getting the nice clear and the rebound. Is that foul called on Jensen? Or on Quang, sorry. That's his second. And now we've got a substitution here quickly. Benson going to come on the floor here for Kearns. Full court pressure. Oh, and it's given up right to Benson. And a timeout, Kearns, as the Cougars aren't done yet. It's cut to 7 with 45 to go. Timeout. 45 seconds left. 7-point contest. Kearns has continued to scrap. They've trailed by as many as 17 tonight. Cut it to 7. You see that pressure coming. Chrisman works down. Bay, little power dribble. Contact, count it. And 1 for Isaiah Bay as the big man will head to the free throw line with a chance for the 3-point play. Foul called on AJ, his third. And Bay converts. Push to 10 is England coming back on the floor here. Kick to England, he can't get there. And Kearns turns it over. Trying to run the floor, trying to get one of their better shooters an open look. And just a step out in front. And Kearns fouls here immediately, as that was the 4th team foul on Kearns. This called on England. So no more fouls to give here for the Cougars. And a timeout, 30-second timeout. We'll step aside quickly. 30 seconds left on KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Final 30. In with Chrisman, right back. Whitlock works back to Q. Quinton to Whitlock. Deflected at the rim. AJ with the block. Lemus on the run out. England, little pump fake. Will take the three, and that won't go. And we've got a whistle here. It was out of bounds there by Murray. As they say that the foot there of Patterson was across the line. Kearns basketball. In with England, back up with Cruz. Isaiah into the corner. Lemus, quick three. No, rebounded by Bay. And the foul there given by Kearns will walk down Isaiah Bay. Back to the free throw line as Murray. Talk about that second quarter was a 20-7 second quarter advantage for the Spartans. They pushed it up to 17 in the third. Kearns cut it to 7 here in the fourth, but just not enough for the Cougars as they'll fall to 2-7, and Murray will improve to 6-1. Of course, Murray going to head down to the holiday tournament, and they've got a tough lineup down there, taking on some of the best 6A, 5A teams, including Layton. Be a good test for the Spartans, who Murray dropped into 4A this year. And you have to figure what we've seen from them tonight. The defense, the offense, they're going to be a tough out. I know there's Dixie, but after that, there's a lot of parity as AJ will take that three, won't go, and that will do it. Murray comes to Kearns and will walk out with a 61-49 win. Great battle tonight, but in the end, Murray, the execution, too much for the Cougars. Our player of the game, we're going to go with Quinton Chrisman. Young man finished with 12 points tonight, hit a couple of threes in this one, and I thought defensively, him playing the top of that 1-3-1 really disrupted Kearns, disrupted their guard play as Chrisman, our player of the game. But we got to give a shout out to AJ Quang as well. Finished unofficially with 23, was the game's top scorer. Quang flashed a lot tonight. Solid free throw shooting. Great on the floor, at the rim, the little pop-out Jays as well. Quang was solid for Kearns in a losing effort. 61-49, your final score. Murray with the win. For Vince Francis, my name is Danny Stewart. Thank you for joining us here on KSL Sports Rewind's Game of the Week. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you, your family. We hope you have a wonderful holiday break, and we will be back for you in a week to continue coverage of boys and girls basketball on the home of your boys and girls state playoffs, KSLSports.com. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you next time.